Hello everyone, welcome to the Homeworld series. I've tried to tell a unique and awesome stories on this channel, and I found one of my favorites. In my opinion, it's one of the best there is in storytelling. The Homeworld Games is a real-time strategy developed by Relic Entertainment and published by Sierra Studios on September 28th, 1999. Since then, several games were released in the franchise. The one we're playing today is Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. This is the newest game in the series, but it is a prequel to the series in large. How to describe this? So basically, Homeworld 1 was published in September 28th, 1999, and it was a huge hit. So then they made Homeworld 2, and then they made a third game, which is kind of like a middle game, if that makes sense. It's between Homeworld 1 and Homeworld 2. I think it's called Convergence. And then they made this game. Basically, there was a huge gap between games. Then they made Homeworld Deserts of Kharak. Deserts of Kharak is a lot different. Well, it's similar but different from the original Homeworld games, because the original Homeworld games was revolutionary at the time, is because it utilized a 3D battle space. Now, what I mean by that is three-dimensional. There is up, there is down, there's left and right. So basically, you can move in a realistic plane of space, because it's an outer space game, if that makes sense. You have your fleets, you have your ships, your spaceships, your warships, and they can move in a 3D map. So, and at the time, that was revolutionary, considering most games would have just a solid plane of space that all ships would be on, like you would be on an ocean. So, and also the visuals, the music, the story, it was all just another awesome game from the 90s. The most recent, however, Relic Entertainment was bought by, I forget which company, but Relic doesn't exist anymore, but the, I think Gearbox, or I think Gearbox bought Relic, and Blackbird is just another studio that helped in the publishing. Gearbox and Blackbird are the Gearbox is the creator, Blackbird is the publisher in this newest game of the series. I say newest, this game came back out in like 2016, I think. Let's see here. But the reason why I'm playing this is sometime this coming year, or no, it'd be next year, probably early next year, the newest game in the series will be released, Homeworld 3. As a big Homeworld fan, I'm very excited to see this story continue after so many years of just nothing. I mean, I think the Homeworld released in somewhere around 2010. And this game released in 2016. There have been huge gaps where the story wasn't told. However, I figured we should do this in chronological order, all things considering. We'll be playing the fourth game in the series, but we'll play it first since this is technically the first one in the chronological timescale of this universe. So let's do this. I have played this before. I've actually completed the game, so I kind of know what's going on. We are going to... Sure, we'll play the tutorial. Of course, we're playing on easy mode, because I'm not very good at video games, and also I'm here for more of a cinematic story than anything else. So let's start.
In this tutorial, you'll learn the basics of how to play.
Alright, let's do this.
Objectives are displayed on the left. These are your gameplay goals.
Alright.
Select a unit by left-clicking or dragging a selection box around the unit.
Carrier copy.
Left-click and hold to drag a selection box around several units.
So let's
Move selected units by clicking the right mouse button on a position.
Cleared for move.
Ooh, look at him go.
Hold Shift when issuing commands to queue them.
Location marked.
And circling around now to second objective point. Oh, kind of screwed that up.
Let's move.
Move here second. I can't read. How to read? How to English?
Next, you'll learn how to control the game camera.
Alright. I mean, I already know what it is, but...
Scroll the mouse wheel to zoom in and out.
Hold
Hold the right mouse button and move the mouse to rotate and pitch the camera. Try this now. Press backspace to reset the camera to its default orientation.
There we go.
Panning the camera is just as easy.
Pan the camera.
Press the arrow keys on your keyboard, or hold down the middle mouse button and move the mouse. Pan the camera to the command carrier now.
Here's a command carrier.
Information about selected units is displayed in the bottom left. Command buttons like Attack and Move are displayed in the bottom right.
Strike confirmed.
This is a command carrier. It produces units for combat and resourcing. The command carrier is your mobile headquarters, durable but lightly armed.
Makes
You can
sense.
press the Home or tilde key to select your carrier at any time. Select the command carrier now.
Alright. So just to give a little description, these light attack vehicles, so in the original Homeworld game, you have a variety of units, from anything from fighters, interceptors, corvettes, frigates, destroyers, cruisers, battle cruisers, and I think battle cruiser was the largest. There's no battleships. And then, of course, you have your carrier of sorts. Yeah, carrier is one, and then you had your mothership. So we'll get to that eventually when we play the Homeworld ones, but I would like to mention this aircraft carrier is probably the same material size as a light attack carrier. One of the, I think it's the America class carriers in the U.S. arsenal. This is literally an aircraft carrier on treads, like the Jawa Sandcrawler from Star Wars. And these little things, I'm not exactly sure what size they are. I'm gonna assume they're like the size of an MRAP, which I don't remember what that stands for, but basically it's an armored truck meant to take mines and stuff.
Normal on this end. Check your filters and try again.
Anyway, let's continue on with the
Copy, thanks. 211.
tutorial.
Move the carrier to the marked position.
Get her moving.
Get her moving.
Press the F key to focus the game camera on selected units. The camera will follow focused units while still allowing you to zoom and rotate. Pan the camera in any direction to break focus. Press the space bar to open the Sensors Manager.
It's an impressive piece of machinery. Open the sensors of space.
You can select and move units within the Sensors Manager.
Alright.
Red icons represent enemy units.
Bad people.
White icons represent your units. Your selected units are green. Orange and blue triangles represent resources.
Sweet.
Blue domes represent the sensor range or vision of your units.
Alright.
Enemy units within contact range are marked with a red circle. As your units get closer, they'll be in sensor range of the enemy. At this point, you will see each enemy unit clearly.
Makes sense. Nope.
When issuing an attack move command, you'll see a red line drawn between the selected unit and the mouse cursor. When this line appears broken, the selected unit cannot fire on its target. This indicates that high terrain or an obstacle is blocking the unit's line of fire. You will therefore have to move units around the obstacle or onto high ground in order to achieve a clear line of fire. Select your light attack vehicles and use them to destroy the enemy units. You can right-click an enemy unit to attack, or press A and left-click to attack move. To command your units to attack a group of enemies, hold the Control key and drag a box around the target enemy units.
Ready.
Control Group 1 designated.
Alright, so since I played this before, I just created Control Group 1. Normally I do that for my fighters and bombers and type vehicles. So let's zoom in and view these, our fighters, so to speak, our light attack craft. They seem to have some type of autocannons, some type of gal. I'm gonna assume it's a 20 mil, something like you'd see on a Phalanx or an M163. You get 2 of them, it seems, and seem little doom buggies. These are nice little pieces of kit. Anyway, let's engage these bad
Got
guys.
eyes on hostile.
So the cool thing about this game is to make it a 3D combat space is adding the concept of terrain and cover. So I could utilize hills to stay out of fire while engaging enemies.
Hostile strike craft down.
I hope that just made sense.
Alert. LAV down.
Hell yes.
Prep for displacement.
All targets
Select the
destroyed.
command carrier now. The command carrier has a unique power shunting system used to manage combat and production capability. Add all available power to the turret network system.
Weapon systems online.
Weapon
We've
systems
got
online.
hostile on sensors. Confirm visual.
Alright, let's see the
Enemy
carrier
forces are
screw
attacking the
stuff
carrier.
up.
Destroy them.
Fire will.
Alert. Carrier is taking fire.
Sea-Wiz opening fire.
Ready with point defense.
With the right power distribution,
Wow.
the command carrier can hold its own in combat.
Yes, it can. Holy cow.
Selecting a unit and pressing the Move or Attack Move command button displays the terrain overlay. While the terrain overlay is active, some terrain is color shaded to display its relative height. The 3 colors of the terrain overlay represent high ground, low ground, and neutral ground. When a unit takes position on the high ground, it deals extra damage when attacking units on lower terrain. The enemy have deployed armored units. You'll have to find another way to defeat this enemy force. Railguns are most effective when firing from long range. However, they can be easily overwhelmed by short-range strike craft, like light attack vehicles.
Alright.
Proximity warning in effect. Hostiles designated.
So I'd like to mention, in this game, it has a bit of a rock, paper, scissors
Assign a control group
aesthetic.
by holding the Control key and pressing a number key.
Enemy
Select the units in a control group by pressing the corresponding number key.
Alright. Let's do this.
op ready.
Use the boost ability on your light attack vehicles to intercept the enemy.
Group 1 assigned.
Select the light attack vehicles and left-click the boost ability button. Then issue a move command.
Many thanks, CENTCOM. We're locked down and ready. Hammer it. Get us over there. Fast attack pattern.
As vehicle crews score kills in combat, they'll earn veterancy. Veterancy improves combat ability. To see veterancy, select a vehicle and mouse over
Look at
the
'em go.
button in the lower right corner of the command panel.
Friend.
Veteran units also
Bullying.
have a veterancy badge, visible on their health bar in the main game viewpoint.
Confirmed.
Repair and preserve veteran units. When your forces are outnumbered, veteran troops can turn the tide of battle.
Yep, absolutely. When veterancy allows basically faster units, bigger health bars, better damage, just overall just makes your unit 1,000 times better. Of course, if they die, it's sometimes, like for example, seeing veterancies on light attack craft, not really gonna be like super, I wouldn't be super like wowed about it. Well, maybe I would. Actually, no, it would be kind of surprising because mostly these things die really super quickly. But veterancy, I would more like to see on things like railguns or these APCs with huge guns. Look at these things. It's like the A-10 Warthog.
Hostile detected. Visual unconfirmed.
Alright, let's send attack group 2 to engage these LAVs. LAVs. What am I saying?
Move order confirmed. Contact. Move to fire.
Move to fire. Oh. Come on. Keep going.
Moving out.
Oh, they are LAVs. Negative contact on enemy. Push forward.
Moving. Eyes open out there.
Engage, engage,
Armor
engage.
vehicle taking effective fire.
Oop, zoomed in too far. These armored assaults are good at chopping up LAVs.
Strike craft down. Receiving.
Sector operators contact report.
Confirmed. Alerts 2 and 3 report ready. Contact
All targets
report.
destroyed.
Go for orders. Armor moving out.
And let's engage these armored assault vehicles.
Ranged online. Destination set. New location marked. Ready. We're clear to proceed. Strike responding.
Moving.
Destination set.
Let's get our railguns up. Start hitting these
Contact.
armor targets.
Enemy armor. Bearing designated. Railgun reading you. Hostile on
Hit them all.
full. Authentication pending. Op ready. Armor cocked. Targets in front. Enemy armor disabled. Hostile sighted.
Targets acquired. Fire well.
Lock them in and hammer them. We're staying on them. Go for carrier.
All targets destroyed.
The enemy has deployed a mixed attack force. No single unit type will excel at destroying this target.
Location marked. All
However, aircraft can attack this force with impunity. Select the command carrier to launch aircraft. Launch aircraft by selecting the carrier and clicking the launch ability button.
We're in the Bible.
After
And here they
left-clicking
go.
the button,
Birds,
left-click
birds
the
away.
target location to launch your aircraft. While deployed, aircraft can be selected and issued commands just like other vehicles.
We crash. Destroy.
Once their
Birds away.
ammunition is depleted, aircraft will
Good impact on
automatically
target.
return with the command carrier to reload and repair.
Be advised. Tracking hostiles. Op ready.
Alright, forces.
Copy.
Go get them.
Engage. Armor, go ahead. Go for ranged. Copy. Clear to engage.
Alright, birds, put her down on the deck.
Attention. Armored vehicle is taking fire. Strike craft taking effective fire. Hostile railguns
Strike
opened
fire
up.
approach vector dialed in.
Excellent work. You have completed the tutorial. You're ready to explore the vast deserts of Kharak.
Well, that was cool. Epsilon Base. Rachel Sajet arrives at Epsilon Base as Sajet command carrier Calypsy prepares to depart on its deep desert expedition. So now we've done the tutorial, we'll do mission 1, and I think that'll be the end of the video. Start. Now we'll get some actual story out of this.
Our planet is dying. The desert grows with every passing year. The world is at war. But there is hope. An object has been detected deep within the Great Banded Desert. It has been called the Jiraki object, the primary anomaly. We believe it may hold the key to our salvation. An expedition to retrieve it is being prepared.
Smooth cut to in-game graphics.
Rachel, we need that control module hooked up before we launch, and we don't have a lot of time.
Understood. Clearance to approach?
You're clear. Gate 5. Rachel, Galcian attacks have been launched against multiple coalition bases. The northern frontier is under attack. The launch of our expedition carrier, the Capisi, has been accelerated.
This is the captain of the jet carrier Capisi. All crews, Hangar 5. Stand by to initiate rollout sequence.
Loading control module now. Stand by.
Engage main drive. Laneway clear. All stations green. Captain has the helm. Ample clean blue on all decks. Full complement aboard. Shutter test green. Get CENTCOM up. See if they have any new reports to share on the current AO. Alright, we're on top of it. Cooling tanks online at 4.3. Power plant reading 5.9. Cycling at 30-second increments until 99 at 7.
Bringing systems online. Fleet manager online. Resource control system online. Unit status online. Command system online. Objective tracking online. All control systems successfully installed and online.
Systems confirmed. Rachel, redeploy to your base runner.
Copy that.
Attention all stations. This is fleet intelligence for the expedition carrier Capisi. I will be issuing all mission objectives through this channel.
Pull up.
Before departure, we need to run essential tests on our key capabilities. Vehicle production, resource salvaging, and combat operations. Time is of the essence, so let's run through these quickly.
Roger.
Fleet operations, is your channel clear?
Affirmative. I will be providing all non-critical updates on unit production, research, resource salvaging, and all carrier systems through this channel.
Copy that. Stand by to initiate production test.
Alright, let's go to our build menu.
First, deploy a salvager from the command carrier Capisi.
Deploying salvager.
Hold.
Salvager online.
Stand by to commence resource test.
Look at him
Order
like
the
a little
salvager
Wally.
to gather nearby resources located here.
Send orders. Construction units identified. Lima base is reporting Galcian attacks on several nearby outposts. Casualty reports unknown.
Rachel, the Capisi support cruiser has suffered a mechanical failure and requires immediate repairs before departure.
Runner copies.
Alright, let us
Get that
go and
unit back
repair
on.
the
Use your
support
base runner
cruiser.
to repair the support cruiser located here.
Initiating repairs.
Expedition carriers Fishguard and Athlon have been destroyed.
Uh-oh. I don't know if you can hear the radio chatter, but we're losing units out there. Alright,
Repairs
deploying
completed.
forces.
Good work, Rachel. Stand by for combat test. In order to produce combat vehicles, we will need to invest time and resources in upgrading our tech. The first step is to upgrade the Capisi's advanced manufacturing facilities. Once that is done, we will be able to build light attack vehicles.
Carrier here.
Alright.
Research completed. Light attack vehicle fabrication now online.
Produce 3 light attack vehicles from the Capisi.
3 in construction? Alright, cool.
Light
Wonder when
attack
these guys are
vehicle
going out.
online.
Expedition carrier Sakala report safe exit from China.
Light attack vehicle in service.
Is there light attack vehicles?
Light attack vehicles ready.
Target drones are now ready for weapons testing.
Fleet group.
Use the light attack vehicles to target and destroy the drones located here.
Hostile sighted.
Engage.
Reading.
Watch these boys go in. Look at them go! Are destroyed.
All required tests are complete. Give me a go, no-go for launch. Operations?
Go.
Bridge?
Go.
Rachel.
Science team's in place. We're go.
Engineering? Go. Confirm all systems go.
Have you switched to the new encryption suite? You'll have to update your firmware.
Sajet carrier Capisi. We are go for launch.
Report.
Copy.
Alright, we are go for launch. Launch the Capisi.
Launch command confirmed.
Prepare to open outer doors. Fire all charges. Disengage lock.
Outer doors opening.
Mass ratio in line. Tracking solid. Doors at 50%. Looking good. Bring engines to speed and move out.
Once more onto the breach.
Outer doors at full aperture and secure. She's all yours, Captain.
Imagine the suspension on that thing. The carrier. Sheesh.
All stations, this is your captain. Today we embark on a historic mission to find and retrieve the Kharak object. Lying at the heart of the Great Banded Desert, deep inside Galcian territory, we believe it holds the key to our survival on this planet. The journey will be perilous, but if successful, we will change the course of history forever and secure our future for generations to come.
Solid. Well, that'll be all for this video.
Personnel log. Science Officer Rachel Sajet, Expedition Carrier Capisi. We've launched 3 months ahead of schedule and just in time. The Galcian threat was far greater than we had anticipated. As the lead scientist on this expedition, I'm more convinced than ever that my brother was right. That what lies out there amongst the dunes holds the key to our survival on this planet, and possibly beyond. We have no choice now but to believe.
Alright, I just wanted to explain a few things real quick. Of course, if you played the other Homeworlds, you already know what the Adraki object is. Just to give some backstory on this. A few years, or I think roughly like 5 to 10 years before this, in the chronological game story, about 5-10 years prior to the game's current time, a massive energy signature was detected out in the Great Banded Desert, something that was considered scientifically impossible by the technological standpoint of this time, which I would like to mention. The technology on this level seems to be a few years more advanced, or like maybe 10 years more advanced than what we have in real Earth today. Obviously, as you can see on this planet of Kharak, this is a desert planet, and the desert is slowly choking the life out of the world for whatever reason. Hopefully, utilizing this, whatever's this Draki object is, hopefully we can save the planet and the people from extinction, from dying. First and foremost, water, food, places to grow plants. The only places you can really grow plants is hydroponic farms in the desert or up in the north where it's cold. Yep. So that's just some backstory of why they're setting out this, because they don't really do a really good job of explaining it. I don't really think so in the game. There's a lot of backstory that you kind of, people know from prior games. If you're watching this on my channel, which you are, it's a video, you might not know. So that's just some backstory. Anyway, I hope you've all enjoyed. If you liked the video, please do like and subscribe, as it really does help out my channel and really shows me that you want me to continue playing this. I will see you all in the next video. Bye!